Okay, just a quick little video. You guys, this spring we started this on Friday, I guess it was. So I just want to go through this in case we're out. The resource where it says resources right at the top of the page under scarcity when we talked about musical chairs, but here we're talking about the factors of production, FOP, also called resources. And to make any good, I think we talked about slinkies, rubber balls, and Legos. I think were the three that you guys chose, or any service, a maid service, a massage, me teaching, those kind of things, services. Okay, you need four things, and those four things are the factors of production. Excuse me. So you need land, which you've gone over, but I'll just go over these briefly here. Land, anything that comes from the land, so water, metal, oil, trees, rocks, etc., are land, but the land itself, because you need a base to put stuff on, obviously. Okay, labor, the actual doing of it, whether it is human labor or whether it is some other form of labor. A robot, because a robot is capital, but what a robot does is labor, if that makes sense. The actual putting on of the door or painting of the car or whatever it is. Capital, which we kind of got into in two, I think, of the three of the classes, but capital is anything that is man-made that is used to make something else. So think about the this pen, the thing that puts the ink into the inky part into the pen part, if you will. This pen, the thing that puts that together. The mold that you use, the mold for the Slinky, the mold for the Legos, machine itself, robots, like I said, the factory is capital. Think about the ovens at Nabisco that make Oreos and that make Chips Ahoy and things like that. That is capital because they're selling those cookies. The oven at your house, unless you're selling them, is not really capital. So think about not just what it is, but the usage of it, okay, to be used to sell or to trade or whatever. And then finally, you have what is called management. Your book will call it, I believe, entrepreneurial activity. It's basically the one that says, okay, here's how many Legos to make. Here's how many blue ones, how many red, how many pink, how long ones, short ones, etc. Here's how much to charge. Here's where to ship them. Here's what we're going to call it. Here's what you do. That's management. And that can be the self, or that can be somebody else. So think about your boss, or you. If you're your own, you mow yards, you decide how much to charge, you decide how much gas, and so on and so forth. Okay, so putting all those together, any good, any service. So think about what we just said. Think about a service like a massage. You need land for the building and all that, but you also need land for the massage table. You need land for the oil that they use to rub and all this kind of stuff. The labor, the obvious massage there. The capital would be, the table itself, the whole thing, and the lotions and the any kind of music they use and all this kind of stuff. And then management, how much to charge, what to do, and all that kind of stuff. Okay? So, like I said, anything. And the last thing I'll say here is this word, which I assume you probably usually associate with computers and stuff. But think about technology as simply a way of getting something done. Okay? When you think about a Lego, we use high-tech machines and robots and stuff to put the Legos together to, not when you get them at home, but to make that piece. The only other option would be if I gave you a block of plastic and an X-Acto and I said, make me a Lego, which is much more handmade. Or think about, it's probably most of you have seen the show, How It's Made, or that one, I forget, it was on Nickelodeon where they did always food. Think about those, when they're making cookies by the thousands, and here you are hand rolling a dough and putting it on a sheet. That's a way lower tech. And just think robot versus handmade if you want the extremes. The point is, technology is what you use to put all these things together. A massage is good. People like it because it is hand done. If you could get a machine to do all that stuff, but something would get lost in the translation. You could get a machine to draw beautiful pictures, but it's not the same as Van Gogh's Starry Night kind of thing. But with some things, cars generally, we don't care about that. Clothing, you don't really need that handmade because it's not going to be any better, or if it is, it's not really worth it to most people. So think about technology as the way that you combine those four things into the actual good or service. Okay, bye.